Hi y'all! I just wanted to check in from Brussels. So, my camcorder is so disrespectful. It cut off on me while I was recording my second version of this video. But I just wanted to check in with y'all and tell y'all how I'm doing, how things are going. So, I got to Brussels Monday morning. That was a bit of an experience. My lab coordinated a taxi to pick me up at 8 in the morning. By the time I got through customs and picked up my checked luggage, it was like 10 a.m. So the taxi left and I was there lugging, oh my God, lugging heavy bags around the airport trying to find the taxi. So they called me another one and they found me and got me to my Airbnb. Point number one, everyone told me to bring one checked bag, one, maximum two. And I understand why. It is very hard to maneuver 3 bags by yourself. So if you don't have help, and if you won't have, a taxi arranged or someone to help you carry your luggage to where you're going, bring 2 bags. Trust and just bring 2 bags. It was a struggle. Like, I was sweating, I was tired. I had cramps in my arms because I checked 2 heavy bags and my carry-on and my book bag, so I had to find a way to stack them together and move them around. Minor details. So then later that day on Monday, I signed the final paperwork to open, or not even really open, but get my bank card. So about 4 weeks before I left the U.S., I started the process of opening an ING bank account here in Brussels. And so all the paperwork was done. All I had to do was come to the center, bring my passport and sign some papers, and I got my temporary ATM card and was able to put money in my account. One thing that was really helpful was that I was able to exchange my money there and just deposit it directly into my account. So I gave them $300 and ended up with €250 in my account, which to me I think is pretty good. I don't know if there are any fees associated with that, because right now it's like $1 per 0.84 euro. Definitely cheaper than exchanging at my bank. I have Bank of America, and I think there was some $70 fee, something crazy. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I did not exchange any cash before I left. I did that as soon as I got here. And I was able to do that because I had the taxi provided for me. So that might not work for everyone if you need somewhere, if you need money to get to where you need to go. So then after I opened my bank account, signed the final papers, I then went to the mall the next day to get a phone plan. So I signed up with Orange, and it's about €25 per month, and it's unlimited texting, free mobile to mobile, orange to orange calls, I think 5 hours of talking, and 1 gig of data, and I can't remember the other features, but and it's no contract, so I can cancel at any time, and I can upgrade at any time, downgrade at any time. So that seemed perfect. And then no cancellation fees. So I think those, being able to get those 2 things done within the first 2 days I got here, super helpful. That just made this transition so smooth for me. What else? And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, I looked at some apartments. So Tuesday was a complete and total bust. Every place that I saw, I did not like. It did not look anything like the pictures. Wasn't clean. No. And then I did see an apartment yesterday that I loved, absolutely loved, but it's on the upper end of my budget. And so today I'm going to look at something that's on the lower end of my budget. And then as soon as I'm done making this video, I'm going to go on emoweb.be. That's the main site that I've been using to look up more apartments, and then see if I can see them in person today or tomorrow, ASAP. Because I only have this Airbnb for a week. I kind of wish I had rented it for 2 weeks, but I have a week, so it's crunch time, and my goal is to be in a new apartment by sometime next week. So that being said, you also have 8 days to register with your local commune, meaning that, once you enter Belgium, you have to register in your city hall, and you have 8 days to do that. But to do that, you need an address, and I don't have an address at the moment because I'm staying at an Airbnb. So I would like to get that squared away so that I can just kind of take care of the paperwork and let them do their bureaucratic thing. What else? Having a phone was really helpful for apartment hunting, because rather than sending emails and waiting for people to get back to me days later, I could just call them and say, hey, I want to visit today, can I? And they say, oh yeah, sure, come today or come tomorrow. So I would recommend setting up your phone plan ASAP if you plan on finding something once you're here. So those are kind of the logistical things. I met with my PI the second day, the day after I arrived. So that was really cool. We talked about my project and my transition into the lab, things I need to prepare, and some literature that I need to read. So I'm super, super excited about that. Gave me a tour of the lab and things like that. I went to register as a student at the Université Catholique de Louvain. And so my second piece of advice, bring a lot of passport pictures, U.S. passport size and European passport size. They have different standard dimensions. So I brought a bunch of 2x2 photos, which are the size for the U.S. passport. And when I went to go register as a student at UCL, they asked me for a photo, but they needed the European dimensions. I don't know what they are, which I didn't have. So now I have to go to the metro station, get my picture taken, and I'm probably going to get a few photos, so I just have them on hand in case anyone needs them. When I signed up for a Metro card, they asked me for a passport photo, so just bring photos with you. I wish I had brought the European size standard. I didn't think about it. I didn't know. So that's one piece of advice I would have. Bring lots of pictures of yourself, US size and European size. It will just save you a lot of hassle. So apart from that, everything's kind of squared away. Once I get registered, once I give them my picture, I'll be registered as a student. I'm doing a medical research certificate program, which is basically a year-long research project. And then I'll get an email address associated with university, building access, things of that, Wi-Fi, things of that nature. So I'm going to get that done this week. But apart from that, I'll say something that's been kind of challenging is like really integrating into the community. And what I mean by that, which is very silly and illogical, but I have been avoiding grocery shopping. And part of the reason is because I'm only here for a week. Whenever I'm in like temporary housing, I don't tend to really settle in because I know this isn't where I'm going to be staying. And so I've kind of like been avoiding going grocery shopping, which is not healthy because I've just been living off the snacks of my Airbnb host, which is stupid. So I'm gonna go today, or at least buy food to eat. But these little day-to-day tasks, things that you do, like just buying items, cleaning, just really living in the city, like I don't know, I just don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of like a challenge for me to just do normal day-to-day tasks. But that's the experience I wanted. I didn't want to come here and, be a tourist or be on vacation, or, I wanted to live like a local and really submerge myself in the culture, integrate myself in the community. And so that includes grocery shopping, which I've been avoiding. So hopefully I do it today. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I might buy food. I might eat out today, but hopefully, maybe I'll make it to the supermarket and buy some bread and fruit and vegetables, because I need it for my mental health, my well-being. But other than that, I've been really good. I'm really excited to be here. I'm not homesick. I'm surprised. I thought I was gonna cry on the plane, cry when I landed, but I really think that my undergrad and grad experiences have helped prepare me for this moment, because I did my undergrad in Georgia, and I didn't know anybody there at all. No family, no friend, no one. And same with Michigan. I didn't know anybody there. I did have 2 friends there, but they both left as soon as I got there. So, this is now my 3rd time moving to a new place where I don't know anybody, where I don't have any connections. And, I've been there, I've done that. So, I'm social, I'm personable. I know that I'll meet people. I know that I'll make friends. I'll put myself out there, like I've done in the past. So sorry, some dog was yelling at me. But anyway, yeah, I'm good. Granted, it's only been 4 days, but hopefully, you know, it'll stay this way. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm a little like, I don't want to say sad, maybe like a twinge of sadness that I like can't call my family because I'm 6 hours ahead. But other than that, like I am so elated to be here. You know, it is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't want to speak that into existence. Let's hope this is a several times in a lifetime opportunity, but it is it's a blessing. That's the only way that the best way that I can describe it, to be here. And again, I just have to thank the Fulbright and the BAEF for providing the funding to allow me to be here, to live comfortably, to continue expanding my research skills and developing myself as a research scientist while also participating and collaborating in an international project. Like, that is the dream. Like, what is life? Like, I am in Brussels about to work on a high impact project with people from all over the world and see how they do science here, you know? Like, I don't know. It still feels surreal. So I'm very happy. I've been tired. I've been stressed. I did a budget expense sheet yesterday, and you know, the apartment that I was going to lease, like I mentioned, is kind of on the upper, actually I don't know if I mentioned that, so I looked at an apartment yesterday, and I loved it, but it's on the upper end of my budget. So I was kind of bummed because I was like, this will be kind of stretching my funds thin. So I need, you know, today I'm gonna look at something that's more on the lower end. But you know, so I was a little, I'll keep it honest, I was pretty bummed. I was like obsessed. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. trying to find other places to visit, which was stupid because it's not like I could call them. So as soon as I'm done making this video, I'm gonna go ahead and continue searching for apartments. I think it's stressful that I only have a week until next Monday to find a place and move into it and sign a lease. But those are the cards I dealt myself. So I guess one piece of advice I would have for that is maybe give yourself a little bit more time, like a week and a half or 1 to 2 weeks, or schedule visits in advance. I had tried to do that, but I wanted to be here so that I could get an idea of where everything was. And now that I've taken the metro and I've visited a few places, I know I can live a little bit further if I'm closer to a metro station and then get something that's less expensive. So I think waiting until I got here was smart, for sure. But maybe giving myself an extra week or an extra few days would be helpful. But it's okay, because you know what? I'm a go-getter, and I'm going to get this done, and I will be in a place by next week that I love, that I can afford and live comfortably in and have a wonderful time. So it is already done. I claim it. I speak it into existence. So, in conclusion, I'm great. I'm doing well, handling business per usual. So, if you have any questions, if you want to know anything, just let me know. Send me, comment, whatever, and I will check in with y'all soon. Bye. I did it! I went grocery shopping today. I didn't say a word to anybody, but I have some stuff to carry me through the weekend. I got some beef, fruit, have some onions, probably a European thing. I forgot that they don't provide you with bags, so luckily I was able to stuff most of this in my book bag. Some orange juice, some water, pasta sauce. I hope it's good. But I can eat real food now. I'm excited. And this all came out to let's see. The prices right here. Not terrible for a local market. 25 euro, 26 euro. So yeah, I did it.